Hey 143 fam, I'm Antonia. Thank you for being here. We are going to take a look at love for the second half of the month in just a minute. But first, for those of you who would like to be considered for a free reading this month, make sure you subscribe to the channel, leave me a comment below your video, and I will alert winners on Instagram and on Twitter at the very end of the month. If you don't have Instagram or Twitter, just Google me at UrbanSoulGuru and I will come up. My profile is public, so you won't have an issue finding that information there. For those of you who do have Instagram, catch me every Friday this month in celebration of reaching 10,000 subscribers last month. I am doing a little giveaway each Friday where you get to ask me one free question and choose a handful of winners. It's been a lot of fun. So make sure you follow me at UrbanSoulGuru. Now let's take a look at love for the second half of September. Hey Aries, this reading is for Aries in love, September 15th through the end of the month. Aries in love, September 15th through the end of the month. Aries in love, September 15th through the end of the month. Aries, I'm getting somebody who is, I want to say maybe codependent, a little clingy, possibly somebody in the past who was a bit draining. They feel like they're trying to come back or they want to come back. You may hear of this over the next 2 weeks. Honestly, it does not come through like it's of your highest good. It just feels like a personality that will drain you. Now, for those of you in committed relationships, this energy shows up as maybe a friend, okay? So it may not be an ex, but it may be like an old friend trying to come back into the picture or a family member who you've cut ties with. Something's off about it. Something's off about this reconciliation, okay? So use caution here. It does feel like for those of you single, there's new love that's very close. You may have already called in a new partner, and that may be why you wouldn't be interested. Feels a little bit one-sided, okay? So let's get a little bit more clarity here, Aries. Aries in love, September 15th through the end of the month. Yeah, I'm picking up somebody's energy. Now, they're not necessarily aggressive, this energy or this person who's trying to come back into the picture, but their energy comes through almost like a little bit desperate, you know? This desperation energy, like someone feels like they can't go on without you. They can't survive without you. That energy in a relationship is codependent, and it's very, very, very draining, okay? This is what you're meant to move toward. Is safe for you to love. Safe love. Safe love that is mutual. Safe love that is healthy and fulfilling. Someone who can hold their own and they don't drain you. That is what Spirit's urging you to move forward to, okay? This is what Spirit is urging you to call in. Now, there is some security in the partner who needs you because especially for, wow, center of the reading, reconciliation, especially for those of you who may be triggered sometimes with abandonment issues, having that partner who never wants to leave, there's some reassurance, there's some security in that. But you're going to pay a price if you allow some of those people back into the picture, because then you don't have enough energy to invest into your well-being, your creative projects, your work, other relationships, okay? For some of you, this is just not it. Somebody's energy comes through really, really strong, though. You may already know who this person is. You may be going into the next 2 weeks already having knowledge that this person wants a reconciliation. You may just be thinking it over, like, should I allow this person in? This is what Spirit's coming through. It's new love for you. It's new love. Now, for those of you in committed relationships, it's not, again, this isn't necessarily about an ex. It feels like a friendship. But it's about moving toward new friends and new relationships and new experiences. I don't see Aries taking steps backwards. I don't see that you're really that tempted to do that. It feels like you're at peace. I'm not feeling anger or resentment or anything like that. But you are well aware that that energy or that person kind of sucked the life out of you. And you're just not willing to step back into that experience. And so that's really healthy. So we have safe love here, clarified by chemistry. I think sometimes when we hear safe love and new love that is safe, automatically we think, okay, well then it's, you know, I won't have that chemistry. It won't be mentally stimulating. I'm just not going to be all in. You will be. This is a safe love. This is like the whole picture, that safe love, that loyal love, that grounded love, the reliable love, that person who can stand on their own 2 feet and they don't need you, but they show up wanting to be with you anyway. Matched with beautiful chemistry. This comes through as physical chemistry for sure, but I'm getting a lot of intellectual chemistry. There's conversations that keep you truly intrigued. And these are not forced. I just channeled Scorpio for you, Aries. You may be calling in a Scorpio partner. I'm not feeling like Scorpio is someone from the past. Scorpio comes through as more of like a new love. You may not have experiences. I'm getting that some of you have never dated Scorpio or a water sign. Honestly, that depth, that's something that will be intriguing. That's going to like fan the flame of this fire, you know? Like, it's just, that just feels like overwhelmingly passionate, right? But it's not just physical. It's not a superficial chemistry. There is depth here. I'm getting water, but I'm really getting Scorpio. I'm getting Scorpio big time. And it doesn't have to be Scorpio sun. It could be somebody who has Scorpio somewhere else in their chart. Okay. I know. I know. Look at this. We have reconciliation. Center the reading. Clarify about unrequited love. This person really wants to come back. It does not feel like you have the same intentions and love attached to that person anymore. It feels like you are ready to move on. This is challenging though, because this energy, again, it's not an aggressive person, but their love is aggressive. Their loyalty is aggressive. That may be tempting for you, especially if you've been experiencing partners that aren't quite so loyal. You may be tempted to step back into something like this. I don't think that temptation will last for too terribly long because it's unrequited love. Now, this comes through as somebody you don't have a whole lot of chemistry with, or maybe you did once upon a time, but it fizzled. This love feels like it fizzled, at least for you, Aries. Now, I will say this. It does feel like whoever this is who wants to come back, their love is pure. They're not trying to be draining. They feel like a really beautiful soul. They may need a little bit of healing to deal with wherever that kind of codependent energy, okay, or possibly like true textbook codependence, but it feels like this person's hurting. Now, I don't feel like they were deceptive. I don't feel like this is someone who tried to hurt you. Extend love, extend patience. It doesn't mean that you have to entertain them coming back in, even if it's just spiritually done. Send them love. Cut those energy cords. Wish them well. Ask, Spirit to give them knowledge and acceptance that the relationship is over, that it is not of either of your highest good, and that they should move on. Like, have that intention out there to assist this person in their healing, because it doesn't feel like you are suffering in the way that maybe a partner is suffering from having lost you. It feels like someone feels really lost, okay? So for you, you have this new love that comes in after a separation. It feels like you've gotten your freedom back. That weight has been lifted. No one's holding you down. No one's draining you anymore. And you move quickly toward this. Again, that's safe love. That new love that is safe with the chemistry, a very different experience than you have with this old partner trying to come back. But for others of you, as you start moving on after, this separation and you get your freedom back, this is really when someone picks up the energy of you moving on, and it triggers them to try to come back even stronger. It just does not feel like it is of your highest good. Now, if you feel like love really is mutual and it really is intact, that message isn't for you. But it's a majority message. The majority message is a pretty big no to reconciliation. Just because in the long term, you're not going to be fulfilled. You're going to repeat all of those draining experiences. Or even if it's not somebody who's really draining, it's just chemistry that isn't matched. Just something feels off. I just don't see Aries being fulfilled if they go back at this time. I know that's a hard message for some of you. And that's going to be a hard message for some of your partners watching Aries, hoping for, a different outcome here. It just isn't of the highest good. Okay. Super positive if crown your reading is healing. Anybody who still needs healing, especially from the past, they're getting their healing now. You are healing, and you're moving on to a much higher vibing love. You're just calling in people that you are more compatible with, more stable, more fulfilling. But most importantly, even when you're with them, you still feel free. This isn't somebody who is trying to tie you down, right? You still get to go out and enjoy your life. And then you come back to them, and there are just really beautiful, stable roots there. Make an effort to put yourself out. if you really are trying to call a new love. Make an effort if you're feeling like you're still in a committed relationship with somebody and you'd like to go from here back to this beautiful chemistry across the board. You can get there. If you're still together and you both can put in that effort mutually and you both want that, you can get that back. There is a revival here for sure. It's got to feel like a new chapter. I mean, look at this also bottom of the deck, right? Attraction, romantic feelings. Okay, so there's a whole lot of love here. But for the majority of you, it feels like it's going to come through as new love. That's going to be the most fulfilling. But if you are still in a relationship, you guys still have commitment intact. There are no separations. Before you feel like you need to step out to get your freedom, get back to healthy boundaries, but also make time to reconnect on this level. It feels like the chemistry feels off, but it's not that it's completely gone, okay? It does feel like there's a revival. It feels like you need to travel. It feels like more communication. But it feels like someone just needs their freedom, like somebody's smothered. If Aries feels smothered, Aries is going to leave. Aries is a sign that, and it's very similar to a Gemini, right? To love an Aries, to love a Gemini, we need to feel like, okay, there's stability and there's loyalty here, but I can have a life outside of this. If Aries feels like there is no life outside of a relationship, Aries begins to feel smothered and is starting to look for a way out. It's like that room, there's a fire and it's starting to fill up with smoke. Like Aries is going to panic and just peace out. That you can't trap an Aries. It's just not going to happen. So for partners watching this having an issue with Aries, make sure they have that life outside of the relationship. Make sure you have a life outside of the relationship that actually makes a relationship with Aries much healthier. It's going to make any relationship healthier, to be honest. But there is healing here. If you're in a committed relationship and you're going through a hard time, communicate about what this means and what this needs to look like. But you guys will heal and you move on to a newer and a healthier chapter. Okay, so this healing here across the board for you, Aries. If you feel like you still need more clarity, reach out to me. I'm available for private readings. I'm available for energy healing work, which I think you guys know that I specialize in. I will be back October 1st for your full month of October reading. But in the meantime, Aries, I'm sending you so much love, light, gratitude. I'll see you guys back here soon. Ciao.